I'm Nick Seco from Home Right Windows and Doors, and we're located in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So we do vinyl replacement windows, we do steel and fiberglass entry doors, we do aluminum storm doors, and we do sliding patio doors, all made by Provia. The windows are a vinyl replacement window, and it could be anything from double hungs to casements to bay and bow windows and everything in between. So when somebody calls in the office and needs an estimate, they get Roxanne on the phone typically, and she would schedule an appointment for me to come out and take some measurements, provide some literature, go through what options we have, and then I would follow up within about 24 to 48 hours with an estimate with all the details of the products as well as the installed price. I find that we're typically much more affordable than the companies that you see advertising on TV or in a lot of other places. If they're spending a lot of advertising dollars, obviously they're passing those costs on to their consumers. You could go to our website at homerightwaynesboro.com, or you could call us at 717-749-4874.
Local and live, covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState.
Let's talk TriState.
It's a great community, great environment. We are blessed. We have amazing resources here. It is definitely a family environment. Even though we are very big, you know, from a school system standpoint, we have about 32 sites, a little under 20,000 students. So we are pretty large, but at the same time, it is very close knit. As somebody who has two children myself, we have loved being here. Just like I said, everybody is extremely positive. Everybody's always able to chip in to help each other out. So it's just not only just a great place to work, but it's also just a great place to live. Well, we care about the whole child. And we want to make sure that when our parents, our families, our guardians send their most prized possessions to us, which is their children, we want to ensure that we are doing everything we can to pour in them to be successful citizens, so that they can grow and that they can have the appropriate skills and knowledge base that they need to do and become anything that they want to be when they leave us. Our students and our families are our customers. You know, we serve them essentially. So that collaboration and that constant communication is so critical because we always need to hear from them, their perceptions. You know, like, what are we doing? What are those bright spots? What are the things that you feel like we're knocking it out the park? What are those things that maybe we have a perception that this information or what we're doing is getting there, but for some reason there is some type of disconnect. So it's that healthy amount of communication and collaboration to ensure that we're meeting our families and students where they're at. Well, there's a variety of different things. It really there's a couple factors. One, it depends on where you're at in your um, professional journey. You know, are you a certified teacher already? Are you in the process of getting some of those credentials? Are you what we consider like a novice teacher? So, you know, less than like 3 years. Are you already someone that's a little bit more seasoned, right? And you have 5 or 10 plus years. But regarding professional development as a whole, this year we have tried to be very intentional and very strategic about the high quality professional development that we provide from the district level. So our theme this year is Purpose Power Practice, and it encompasses five high impact instructional practices, which we're calling the 5 HIPs, that we are providing that constant support to our teachers and our principals and all of our staff, so that they can continuously see how we are supporting them as we move through these different phases throughout the school year. Yeah, there's a variety of different factors. Like we have and it depends because we are so large. Like I said, we have 32 sites. There is a variety of different roles within education, but even here in Berkeley County that people can aspire to potentially go to if they choose so. And due to that, we have, for example, like Aspire Leaders, we have different mentoring opportunities. It really just depends on what is the end goal for that person. What are they striving to do? And most importantly, what can we do to help them professionally to grow? Well, the same way I think I had referenced earlier when we talked about customer service, for our families and our students, it's also the same way for our staff. So it's making sure that we have a variety of different pulse checks to check in with them to see what they need. I know myself. I know the superintendent, Dr. Sachs, other our school board members, and just all of our leaders and team. We're very much hands-on, and what we mean by that is we try to be as visible as possible, try to get into to schools as much as possible to really talk to the staff and really kind of hear directly from them. Like, how is it going? What do you need? What are your perceptions of this? Do you see something that we can do right now to provide support to help you take it to the next level? Because the more that we can pour into teachers, the more it trickles down to our students. So wherever the need is and where they're at, whatever we can do to support them, all of us collectively do our best to do that. I think if you feel that calling, or you have that urge or that itch to help young people, we want to hear from you. And also understand that no one is expecting you to know everything. I tell folks all the time, when I was a teacher, I knew some stuff, but I didn't know everything when I was going into it. But I had an open mind, and I was blessed and fortunate to have great mentors and supports around me to grow me up. And then it was the same thing throughout my career as I've transitioned into a variety of different leadership positions. So it's the same way for anybody who might be starting their career to get into the classroom, or maybe it is someone who already has some experience and they love this community, they love the area, and they're intrigued and they want to come here and be a part of the work and be a part of the family that we have here. We would all love to hear from you. Like I said, I'm more than happy to speak to anybody myself directly, just to tell them about the great things that we're doing here, and whatever that I can do or members of the team can do to help support them to get them here and to answer any questions or concerns they might have. We would be glad to. I don't shy away from emails or calls. My email is Matthew with two T's, MATTHEW .woods, WOODS at k12.wv.us. So you're more than happy to reach out to me. If I don't have the answer for you, I will gladly get you in touch with our human resources department or anybody else that we can to answer any questions you might have.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk TriState, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.